Gaby Hernandez makes a comeback to Salem in the upcoming episodes of Days of Our Lives. Chad rescues unknown woman, but her doppelganger claims she is not Abigail. Greetings to all Days of Our Lives fans. Don't forget to subscribe for the latest updates. Days of Our Lives 2. Week spoilers: Gaby Hernandez returns to Salem. Days of Our Lives 2. Week spoilers see the return of Gaby Hernandez. For months, the beautiful fashionista has served time for a crime she claims she didn't commit. Further, her hubby Stefan Dimera will do anything, including blackmailing his district attorney family, to free her. Watch for the brunette stunner to take her due place in Chez Dimera soon. Tate Black and Holly Jonas could also face unintended consequences for their uncontrolled passion. Will Holly wind up pregnant this summer? Eventually, Xander Cook's mama comes to Salem for her son's marriage. Will Fiona Cook expose Theresa Donovan's falsehoods about Victor Kiriakis' secret son during the weeks of June 24, July 5, 2024, on the NBC Peacock exclusive? Days of Our Lives 2. Week spoilers: Gaby Hernandez freed from prison. DOL 2. Week spoilers report that Gaby Hernandez will recapture her freedom from Statesville prison soon. Her hubby, Stefan Dimera, works lifelessly to free his woman. After all, Gaby didn't kill Lai Shin. New substantiation points to Clyde Weston's hired gorilla as the probable killer. Still, the new suggestions didn't move either E.J. Dimera or Melinda Trask to renew Gaby's case and drop charges. But now Stefan has blackmail material that could help Gaby Hernandez. He knows that E.J. isn't Jude's natural father. He threatens to expose the recently rehired DA by discovering the tea if he won't help Gaby on Days of Our Lives. This week on Days of Our Lives, Stefan Dimera pays Gaby Hernandez a visit. He promises Gaby she'll sleep under fancy developer waists in his loving arms and eat epicure food prepared by the shizzed Dimera cook in no time. But will Gaby like the fact that her conniving family-in-law, Kristen Dimera, sits as CEO of Dimera Enterprises? Will Gaby move Stefan to take over the company again? Or will she sit back and relax before making any major life opinions? After all, Gaby Hernandez and Stefan Dimera have important to catch up on. Stay tuned to Days of Our Lives to see the each new Gaby's debut. Days of Our Lives 2. Week spoilers: will Tate get Holly pregnant? Days of Our Lives 2. Week spoilers allude that teen hormones could land Tate Black and Holly Jonas in hot water. The two have been interdicted to see each other outside of Academy ever since she overdosed on capsules last New Year's Eve. Farther, the teens were caught at the Salem Inn on prom night lately, but Brady Black and Theresa Donovan were just looking out for their son. They, especially Theresa, suppose Holly is no good for Tate. After all, Holly's falsehoods kept him unfairly confined until she eventually told the verity on Peacock's Days of Our Lives. Still, Days of Our Lives 2, week spoilers indicate the teens still find a way to get together. The teenagers are furious that their special night was ruined. They're determined further than ever to revitalize that spark again. Where there's a will, there's a way. But Tate and Holly may wind up with an unanticipated gestation if they aren't careful. Days 2. Week spoilers: Xander's mum Willie's affects up. Days of Our Lives 2. Week spoilers reveal that Xander Cook's Days of Our Lives mama, Fiona Cook, will travel to Salem this summer for her son's forthcoming marriage to Sarah Horton. Still, the bodacious Scott would rather his alcoholic parent stay far from his new little family. But Sarah is determined to invite her mama-in-law to the espousal. Over the coming couple of weeks, she may eventually communicate Fiona to extend the assignation on Days of Our Lives. But sources unmask that Fiona will come to City with her own docket. Plus, spoilers allude that there will be a twist to her plot. Will Xander's mama expose Theresa Donovan's falsehoods about Alex Kiriakis? Days of Our Lives: Victor Kiriakis had an affair with Fiona, not Alex's mama. She may be ready to put her son in his proper place as the Kiriakis heir at law and Titan Diligence CEO. Watch for Fiona Cook to arrive in Salem over the coming many weeks on Days of Our Lives. Will she be the one to tell Xander the verity? Plus, be on the lookout for further action between Tate Black and Holly Jonas. They could be facing baby drama this summer. Eventually, the recently recast Gaby Hernandez makes her debut. What big plans will she make with her handsome husband, Stefan DiMera? Find out the weeks of June 24, July 5, 2024. Days of Our Lives spoilers Chad frees Riddle Woman, but lookalike insists she's not Abigail. Days of Our Lives spoilers reveal that Chad DiMera will do whatever it takes to follow up on his new Abigail DiMera lead. Chad and Julie Williams were unsuitable to see the face of the Riddle Woman in prison. Nor do they have any idea where she's being held or if she's still there at all. There are just too numerous unanswered questions right now, so Chad will hope to change that soon enough. Clyde Weston is in solitary confinement and can't have callers, but could Chad buy his way to one last meeting with him? That's a possibility to consider, though there's no way to know for sure whether Clyde will offer up any fresh word. Clyde can be fickle when it comes to what he shares and how voracious he's on any given day. Whatever the case, there wouldn't be important of a story if the Riddle Woman was held hostage ever, so Chad will inescapably manage to free her sooner or laterally. Maybe Chad can get Steve Johnson involved in the hunt, which could lead to the ISA's involvement as well. One way or another, the mystification pieces will click into place so that Chad can break the Riddle Woman out if she's still at that spot. It's easy to imagine Chad bursting in the door with gashes in his eyes and blurting that it's really Abigail. Still, there's a twist brewing since we know there'll eventually be some dubieties over whether this is indeed Abby. It's thwarting that the show chose to go in this direction since they supposedly couldn't get Marcy Miller back. A lookalike story seems kind of ridiculous if the actress doesn't look like anyone observers have ever seen ahead. Nonetheless, this should be a script where to Chad and all Abigail's other loved bones, this recast looks exactly the same. Chad may be completely induced it's Abigail at the sight of her, but she may contend he's relatively incorrect. Days of Our Lives suckers will recall that when Gaby Hernandez DiMera first saw Jake DiMera, she was also induced he was Stefan DiMera, who was apparently deceased at the time. Gaby ultimately set about that Jake was Stefan's twin, so aesthetics can be deceiving in situations like this and the one Chad's about to face. The Riddle Woman may have another name she goes by and turn out to be a binary or ringer rather. It's worth mentioning that McCord was firstly blazoned to be playing a Days character called Marin, so we'll see if that's her name or if she ends up with a different one. Of course, Days is always full of twists and turns, so McCord could eventually be revealed as Abigail if she's faced some kind of swaying. There's always inflexibility in Wild Cleaner stories, so it'll be intriguing to see how effects play out down the road. Our Days prognostications point to Chad facing an emotional roller coaster, so stick with us for updates on all the shocking news ahead. Days of Our Lives spoilers say Chad will deal with plenitude of highs and lows throughout this Riddle Woman fire, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching these videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.